Hello and welcome to this video. This is a continuation from all the other Firebase tutorials I've done, but you don't really need to see them. So we're talking about today Firebase authentication, how we can fetch the different providers, or they've actually changed the name of it to sign-in methods for an email address. And it's very, very simple to do. So let's get straight on. This is a simple Xcode project with a pod file that's having then Firebase auth and Firebase itself, nothing too crazy, and that's it. So let's continue. So we say auth and then fetch sign-in methods, and from here you need to have an email address. This email address is just a constant with my email address in it, and then you have an array of strings, and if you look at the documentation you can see the different options that it's going to be. So we're going to say providers, whoops, and then the error. Now the error, we can handle it here anyway. If error is equal to nil, else error type will do here, and it's auth error code int error underscore code, and then force unwrap it swift error type. And in this case it's going to be invalid email, I believe. I don't know what the other ones are going to be, so let's just fatal error it. Do not know what the error is. Okay, and otherwise it's going to be invalid email address provided. I can type today. Okay, so we'll return this and continue on. Now if we do get providers, so sign-in methods equals providers, and so this is then going to be print no sign-in methods are available, and effectively that should just be fatal error as well, because I've no idea what's going on there. Okay, otherwise yeah, we could just print them out basically, and yeah, if you see down the bottom it says password already. So my user is already registered. You've got to be registered with a sign-in method, and when we run this you'll see password. Now if the user was also signed in with a link, the email link, right, we can come over to the documentation. You can see here that if sign-in methods not contain email password sign-in method, otherwise email link sign-in method. And if we just print this out just to see what it is, it's obviously a string, but just to see what's actually contained in it. And you see email link, all right? And obviously I'm guessing that the other one is then going to say password. So let's just print that out again, and this should be password. And it is. Okay, so they're the two different types that you can possibly use, all right? There are then, yeah, that's the two types that you want to be able to do. It's useful if someone's going to register, all right? And so you have the email address, and you can say fetch sign-in methods for email address. And if it comes back with an empty array, then you know that person is not registered, which means you can request if the user wants to register themselves. Now, and then they can type in their email address, and you can ask for a password, and so on. So this is the way that you can do it. So rather than like forcing a sign-in, because the way you could think about doing it is like try to get the user to sign in, and if it doesn't work then register the user with that password. You can do it, but it's very hacky. So my suggestion is, first things first, ask the user, do you want to log in? If they say yes, then let them attempt to log in with an email address and password. If they say no and they say create an account, then get them to type in their email address first, check if they're already registered with that email address. If not, then say, hey, I want you to enter your password twice now, please, to confirm it. And once they've done that, then they press register, and then you can get them to send out a link to their email so as you can verify it. All right, that's about it. This is not very a difficult topic. The documentation you can find under email link authentication here. So just to show you, I find fetch sign-in methods for email a very, very useful method to use in order to work out if someone is registered or not. Okay, so long story short, if providers has no is an empty array, then that person's not registered, which means you can ask them to register. Okay, I hope this has been useful for you. If you have any questions, please write them in the comments. If you thought the tutorial was good, then thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. But please write in the comments what you thought was not good or what could be changed, etc., etc. Otherwise, look forward to the next videos. In order that you don't miss any videos, press the subscribe button and also the notification bell in order to be notified there's new videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you a nice evening.